And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Young has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule. It takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Diving right side, got it! They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has this one past the 50, and will start downhill into Bears territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. It's cut left side by Mitchell. And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Mason there to haul it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. We're at the end of... We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Thought he had a touch. And it's going to be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
3rd down, here's Williams. Finds his target, Mason. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He connects downfield on 4. And in for the Chicago touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
PAT up and good for Moody. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Young. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Rush coming for Young. Hits his running back. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Young on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Out of the gun, Young. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting at the 10. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 1. Completed here to Johnston. Hits some space around midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears hoping to break this tie before the half. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Now here's Williams. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. Juke the defender. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1. From the 24. Cut out left. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, Garindo. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up third and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he could have a free play here. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. On is Moody for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Able to hit Mason, complete. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Diving right side, got it! They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. Trying it left side with Garindo. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Young on the play action. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 34. This ball's cut by Bowers. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's got a man left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Short side option here. He's running left. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders start the 2nd half with some needed points. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
That's the end of the... Second and 3 now. Working from the gun, Williams. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Garindo running between the tackles. Across midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Search it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Williams with 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the middle. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Young working from the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Option design here. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From midfield on 2nd down. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st down, they'll run. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Young. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Raiders going for the win here. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another carry for him. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. The Bears decide to call their 1st time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. On the run right. He's got it deep downfield. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders jump in front late. This one leaked out to the right, but it hits the upright and bounces through. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Completed over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Let's go. Back to throw it.